Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Cred app and my experience with it over the last year and a half. So if you're interested in learning about what Cred is, why you should be using it, what's good about the app, what's bad about it, and what the future outlook of this credit card app is, then check out this video. And if you really like it, like, share, and comment, and do all that good stuff. So let's get started. So if you've never heard of Cred before, it's basically a credit card's repayment app, and they're trying to incentivize people to use it by offering them rewards and points and all sorts of things to get them to pay for their credit card through the app. Now you might be wondering, why would somebody use this? And there's basically two schools of thoughts for it. If you have 5, 6 credit cards with different bank accounts and different credit card companies, it becomes a pain in the ass to then go and pay for these things through different mailing methods or going on their website and stuff like that. So Cred is basically an easier way to do it. The second one is that they're offering a bunch of rewards and points to incentivize you to use them. So for example, you can get deals on headphones. They're offering the new iPhone 12. You can get discounts on hotels, which I actually did and I'll talk about as well. So if you're wondering if you can use Cred, well, basically if you have a credit card and a good enough credit score, you can apply on the application and they'll put you through an application process to let you know if you can use it. The application process is pretty simple itself. It's basically a bunch of questions. They're basically going to be checking your CIBIL score and your experience score. And if you've got a high enough score, they'll let you through. Now, I applied a year and a half ago and I've been using this for a while, so I didn't have any issues while applying. But I know of a few people who've been waiting for a while, even with good credit scores. So maybe they've just got a lot of people, or they want to keep that sort of sense that a lot of people are applying, or it's a very exclusive club and they're making you wait for it. In any case, good practices: have a good credit score in case you want to apply for this, and in general, have a few credit cards which you've had for a while. So Cred launched 2 years ago and has over 3 million active users on the application, and apparently offers over 5 crores in benefits and rewards. And what's interesting is a lot of their demographic is high net worth individuals, which they're probably going to leverage over a period of time. So let's check out the website and then we'll go through the app. So on the website itself, they're talking about rewards for paying your credit card bills. I mean, that's the first thing that you can see. And I mean, you can see this throughout the website as well as the app, is that their aesthetic is quite simple, quite minimalistic, with like a black and white sort of feel throughout it. And they're, again, following with that simplicity, they just want you to know the important numbers: 3 million plus members and 5 crores worth of daily rewards. And we'll get into the rewards as well. Yeah, so this is basically what the app looks like. I mean, there's cards throughout it, and they're trying to get that feel of, exclusivity and rewards through these bright sort of colors on a black background. So I found that quite interesting to look at. The whole point of the Cred app is that they want you to pay your bill on time, and they're trying to tie up with credit card companies to push people to pay on time. Now they're incentivizing you to do this with their whole reward scheme and kind of saying, hey, pay your bill on time, pay your electricity, your rent, and credit card bill as well. So they're starting off with credit cards, but soon they'll be entering a lot of other domains. So as you can see, they have some of the biggest, best brands, and they're basically trying to capture your attention with this. So yeah, I mean, going through the website, you're pretty much convinced that this is something useful for you and definitely something that you'd want to use. So when you open up the app, you're greeted with these like reward cards, I guess, and they have this throughout the app. I mean, the interface was quite shit in the beginning. They've made it a lot better. What's interesting is, according to the bank accounts that you set, they'll offer you rewards specifically to that. Now, these are probably from the bank that they're just displaying here. But for example, with HDFC, their whole credit card rewards interface is really bad. Like, it's a terrible UI, it's a terrible experience. So the fact that I'm able to access on Cred incentivizes me to use the rewards that I'm already getting from the bank itself. So as you can see here, the whole incentive for Cred at this point is to get you to pay for things through the app. So turn your bills into bliss is like their way of kind of capturing your attention. Pay your bills here. So as you can see, your credit cards are listed quite easily over here, and it's an easy place to access all of them. Now I have 2, so I have both of them listed here, but if you have like, let's say 10, 15 credit cards, if it's for your company, if your family has a lot of cards, it's an easy place to access and manage all of them. You can pay for your bills here, you can see how much you owe, and it's quite simple. And if you go across, you can see that they're adding different features. Now this is where Cred is trying to expand the game into all sorts of bill payments. So for example, they've recently launched this thing where you can pay your rent through the app. So it gets paid to your credit card, but the fees is quite high. So I don't know how useful it is, but maybe you're in a situation where you can't pay next month rent, you want to use your credit card, so it's not a bad option to have. What they will be working on is, this is pretty interesting, right? They want you to use your business payments through this app as well. So right now it's only for personal use. That's their primary objective, is to get individuals on it. But soon they're going to try to get businesses to use it as well. So this is what I was talking about earlier, where they're showing you all the offers you have on your credit card as well. So it's easier to access, it's easier to get to and utilize. So let's get into the reward store as well. So this is basically the reward store. The number that you see on the top left here is basically the amount that I have paid back, and that gets converted into credit coins. And that's how they're kind of gamifying, creating that rewards experience. And they've done a really good job. I mean, I check this out at least once a week to see what all new rewards and offers are available. And they also have this cashback element. Now, this is my sort of issue with Cred, in the sense that the rewards aren't that great. For example, it's earn up to 1,000 rupees. And I've done this multiple times. I've done this up to 1 lakh as well, in terms of the reward points. And I got $6. So it's a cool incentive to have. I don't know how useful it is. Don't bank on this for getting any actual cashbacks. What they've done really well is they've expanded their store, and they've expanded this into a lot of different categories. So for example, over here, you can see that you have everything from e-commerce, apparel, and even travel and lifestyle. And I think the travel and lifestyle during this lockdown has done really well for them, because people were looking for weekend getaways. And from what I've heard is that a lot of people used Cred to kind of find destinations, and the hotels have done really well. For it, with my own example, I booked a holiday through Cred, and it was a great deal. Like I was able to use the points, and I apparently saved 15,000 rupees doing so. But again, the issue with these rewards and offers is they're usually like a last minute resort for companies themselves. So these rewards and offers are great, but go at your own accord, read through the terms and conditions, and kind of see whether you think it's worth it for yourself. So as you can see, they've kind of created like this whole lottery system. And again, the experience of the app itself is great. I mean, it's easy to use. It's a lot of fun when you're just spending some time and just looking at stuff. But in terms of the usefulness and the actual reward points you get, I don't think they're there yet. It's going to take them some time either to build their credibility with companies offering their services and products on the application. So here are the pros and cons of using Cred. The pros are that it's an easy to use app. It's a lot of fun. It gamifies the whole experience of rewards and actually paying your bill, and it kind of incentivizes you to do it. The cons are that the rewards suck at this point. The cashbacks are just not there, and they send you a lot of messages. So that's something that really irritates me. They've recently added this feature with WhatsApp, so it makes it a little better, but again, they're blowing up your phone. So Cred right now as an app doesn't actually make any money. They don't monetize any of this. There's no real residual value to them. What they're trying to do is build that massive database of professionals and high net worth individuals in India. Credit card utilization is, I think, under 3% in India. So it's a great opportunity for them to tie up with credit cards. Now, finally, when the question comes down to whether you should use it or not, honestly, it's a bit early for you to see a lot of benefit. But as the requirements are getting more stringent and as it's becoming more difficult, it's not a bad idea to at least set up your account with Cred. And over a period of time, as you yourself build your credit score, you may find some benefit in using it. If you want to see more app reviews, digital marketing tips and tricks, and anything to do with credit cards and credit card utilization, subscribe to my channel. And if you found this video useful, be sure to like, comment, and share. And see you in the next one. Good job.
I like that when you get up and get out. We should keep that there.